Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of All Angle Performance documentary, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so the last episode that we left off, we actually completed the mounts on the FX16. So I went ahead and I ordered some parts for the FX16. So they haven't really come in yet. So while we wait on those parts, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the exterior, because I like to know and see how the car is gonna look while I'm building it, so you can just to get an idea how it's going to come all together. I have a few parts laying around the shop, such as the side skirts, and there's a bumper that I'm trying out on the car. It's not really made for the car, but I'm trying to make it work. And I'm gonna make it work because I'm really liking the way it's coming out. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of bumper it is, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What you can do is down in the comments, guess what kind of bumper it is and what car it came off of. So yeah, I guess now we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you the progress that I made on the car. I've already done a few things off camera already, so you guys will be able to see what we have done so far. So basically, I'm here by myself. My friends are not here right now. They all out working. Like I said, we all working men here. We just have a dream of doing something, and we have a few of our projects that we want to document, and you guys are going to be lucky enough to follow us on our journey. So guys, like, subscribe, and the more support we get, the faster we can continue making these videos and getting them out to you, and the more content you get. Okay, so let me take you outside in the shop now and show you what I've done on the FX. Hopefully you like it. If you don't like it, I don't know. Oh well. Okay, so as you can see, I already start fitting up the side skirts already on the car, and she's looking a little different now. Okay, now let me scroll back, and this is the bumper that I decided to run on the car. Now the reason why I took this factory bumper off, it's that the material that comes on a factory bumper, after years of these cars sitting in the sun and all kind of stuff, the bumper it deteriorates a little bit. I don't know if you can see this. It's like it gets like a fuzzy, flaky thing to it that it's gonna be real difficult to paint over. So and of course in a newer bumper, it's plastic, so it's real easy to just go ahead and body work and do what you got to do and lay your paint. But this type of material, the way it's already starting to kind of deteriorate a little bit, yeah, it's not gonna look good once you start painting that. So, and I don't even much want to try painting it, so I went ahead and I got, just to show you the difference. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but you can see how fuzzy and flaky that is. Let me show you how a newer bumper would look with a better plastic. See how nice and smooth that is, and good plastic. So yeah, so I basically did the side skirts already. Oh, how I got the side skirt on, I basically used my my rivet gun, and it's coming out good. I mean, actually, this is the first time I've ever used a rivet gun. I saw it online and saw it on other YouTube videos, and I wanted to try it. And let me tell you guys, this thing works real good, real good. I don't think it costs that much either. I bought it off of eBay or something. So I do buy cheap tools sometimes too, although I love my Snap-on. So whatever gets the job done, whatever you guys can afford to work on your cars, as long as you can perform the job, the tools doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this is the Rivnut kit that I got offline. So basically what I'm doing here now, I'm just drilling a few holes, and that way you can get a nut and a bolt inside there instead of using the forgot what they call those screws again. I don't remember. Self-tapping screws. Yeah, self-tapping screws to use. So yeah, let me let you guys get a better look at the front bumper. So some of you guys probably would guess it, what car this bumper actually came off of. So to give you a better look, I kind of like how it's coming out so far. There's a few things I have to do to it. Like, as you can see, I'm having a little issue right here on the side where the bumper is a little bit wider than the car. But I'm going to solve that issue anyways. I kind of figure how I'm going to do it already. I'm going to have to probably just, cut the bumper right on the edge part right here, and then just get my heat gun and just sink it in a little bit so it can match up to the panel. So that's not gonna be a problem. Once I get that solved, everything's gonna line up perfectly. You would think it was made for this car when I'm done. So yeah, I don't know, some of you guys probably already guessed what car it came off of. So I have to order the bumper lights now, and you know, I put on the lip already. The lip was nothing really fancy I did so far. I just put little screws on there that the lip, once you order the lip, it comes with. And yeah, but so far so good, man. So far so good. Like I said, while I wait for the parts to come in, we can play around with this little stuff so I can get you guys somewhat of a content for now. The one thing I like about this bumper too, you know, some cars I like when the bumper actually sticks in further to the car a little bit, because you see, if you can see what I'm talking about here, you can see how the bumper actually comes in closer to the car. That gives it a more of a sleek look to me. You know, it makes it look more like JDM-ish, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, that's just me. Most of you guys won't get it, but it just makes it a little bit different to me. So yeah, she's coming along good, and I'm loving the way it's coming out so far. Now, what I might do later on while I'm still waiting for parts, I think I want to see this car lowered a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually take the springs out for now, and I'm gonna cut them just to bring the car down. Because like I said, I'm a visual guy, man. I like to see how everything coming together before the car is actually finished. So I want to see how this car is going to look lowered, even though I don't have the wheels on it yet. You know, that's the factory wheels will give me my vision that I need. So that's not an issue. As far as the rear bumper, I'm going to be changing this bumper. Now, I've been eyeballing another car that bumper that I want to try out on this car. I'm not going to tell you guys what kind of bumper that is. You haven't really got the bumper yet, so when I get in and I put it on, you guys can guess what bumper it is. Now, the reason why I'm changing the bumpers and I'm actually putting on a bumper from another car, because I don't know if you guys know, these cars are very difficult to come by now. And the JDM bumpers are really hard to find. And when you do find them, they're like an arm and a leg. So I think the bumpers come out of Japan or something like that. You probably pay like $200-300 for the bumper, but then the shipping is like $800-900. So I don't think I want to invest that type of money into a bumper right now. So I just put my creative mind to work, and I'm a visual type of guy, man. I like to look at other cars and see what part I can actually put on another car to make it work, and you know, just make everything come together. And I guess the good thing about that, your car becomes unique when you do it that way, because now you'll have something that nobody has, you know, so that's always a good thing. So yeah, all right, so I'm gonna do this side of the side skirts for those of you that not familiar with a Rivnut gun and you want to see how it works. I guess I'll just demonstrate one side. I haven't really, this side, I actually have this side skirt hold on by that blue tape that you can see there. So now my next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and mark out my lines and go ahead and drill it out. You have to drill out these things before you actually put them in the bumper. I think the side skirt. So the trick is you have to actually take, this is the size of the Rivnut that I'm using. I'm not familiar what size it is. I just basically just eyeballed it and decided I wanted to use this side. So what you do, you actually screw this on the top of the gun right here. Try and do this one hand is kind of difficult. Yes, you screw this on like that. And now what happens is when you squeeze the two handles back, it actually expands the end of the bolt when you push it to the middle. Let me just set it up real fast, and so I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me demonstrate with one end so you guys can get an idea. how it works, for those of you that don't know how it works. So I'll get back with you guys. Let me go ahead and jack the car up and get this thing ready so I can show you a demonstration. Alright guys, remember, always use a jack stand. The lift is occupied right now. I would love to put in a lift, but we're actually working on a car and a lift, so I'm gonna have to do it on the floor. Well, then you set your jack stand so you can live another day. So basically what you do here, the side skirt already has holes at the bottom already. So the first thing I'm going to do, just line your side skirt up where you want it to meet up on the body, and then you just go ahead and put a little circle so you can know where to drill make your drill cuts and everything like that. Okay guys, sorry about that, but my camera died. So alright, so basically I already went ahead and pre-drilled the holes already. So basically now all you have to do with this now is let me grab the rivet. So you take the rivet and you find the size that you're gonna use, which is this size that I'm gonna use. And you screw it on the top of this. Well, first of all, this thing has to be out like that. That has to be out. Then you screw that top piece on. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, 1 second here. Let me grab the, what did I do with the drill bit? Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention with the drill bit, the rivet that you're gonna put inside the body panel, it has to be damn near the same size as the drill bit. So guess what I'm trying to say? This thing has to kind of fit in here a little bit snug. I mean, this is a little bit loose, but that's still fine. If you're a little bit loose, it can still work. Okay, so now you take this back out, screw it on top of the gun. Okay, so now once you got that covered, push this in here. Now you squeeze the handle in. It'll actually expand the Rivnut. And once you have that, you just screw the back piece like this. So this way it can actually come out of the Rivnut. And now this is sealed in here for life. This will never come back out. And now you can get your bolt and just screw it into that. So basically you can just take your bolt now and you screw it into the panel. Obviously you would have to put your panel on. You have to put your panel on, back on, and then screw it in. And then there you go. A nice little neat way, but from, like I said, you don't have to drill into the cell tapping screws. Another good reason why you do this, you can also take it in and out as much as you want. Okay guys, so I'm just in the shop bullshitting around, trying to come up with a spoiler design for this car, because there's not much spoilers. They don't make that much spoilers for this car, so. And the ones that they do make, I really don't like them, because the ones that they make, once it comes off the body, it just goes straight like a square. I don't like that. I want like a little curve to it to give it a nice little aggressive curve. And yeah, so I'm making a little cardboard template for now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as the material I'm gonna make it out of. I don't know if I want to do sheet metal or whatsoever, but yeah. So far, this is how it's coming out. I like the way it hangs off the trunk. That should be good, perfect enough. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build me some side plate templates for the sides, because I don't want it just stay like open like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some more cardboard now. Let me show you on this side. And I'm basically gonna cut and fill in this side, so you can, like, you know, have a nice little design that comes off the trunk. So I'm gonna put this down now, and so you guys can see how it comes out. But so far so good. Oh, and another thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna add a light, a brake light under the bottom here. So I'm gonna make that into the spoiler also. But so far so good. Okay guys, so here's an idea what I was thinking about doing with the other side. As far as the side piece, I just went ahead and cut this little piece off to put on here to like fill in the sides. I didn't want to leave the sides bare like that, so this is an idea what I was talking about. This is how it's gonna look. Now on the FX, it has a spoiler, like I said, that's similar to this, but the only problem with the spoiler is it is square. I don't want it square. You see how I have this nice little curve to it? That's the way I want to have it. I don't want to have it just square in the trunk like that. It doesn't look, it's not my style. So this will have more of a curvier, like a little circle turn, and it goes around, and it looks way better like that. So yep, you see on this side how it looks bare. That doesn't look too good like that. That's the reason I added that little side cap piece. So yeah, she's gonna look pretty good when I'm done with it. Alright, let me go ahead and make the other side, and then you guys will see how the whole thing looks when I'm done. Alright guys, so this is the finished product of the spoiler. Of course, I have to convert it over to whatever material I'm gonna make it out of, fiberglass or sheet metal. But this is just a rough figure how it's gonna look. This is not really nothing permanent still. But as you can see, it has like a nice little flare off the trunk, which I was looking for. Not too aggressive, not too much, just perfect. And also I love the fact of the little curve at the ends instead of it going out straight. Because if you look here in the front of the car, you know, this is why I wanted to do the curve. So now it doesn't really go straight back like this and then just straight back out like that and come across. It actually curves with the body line of the car. So this is exactly what I was looking for. So now, like I said, I'm gonna add me a little brake light up under here to give it the finish off that. And yeah, this is pretty much how it's gonna be. So looking good, looking good.
Now existence, you see, is something that is spontaneous. Your hair grows by itself, your heart beats by itself, you breathe pretty much by itself. You don't have voluntary control of these things. So we say it happens spontaneously. Try to breathe, no real hard. You find you get balled up. Gotta let go.